In this video, we're going to explain to you a little bit more about feline anatomy when it comes to the mouth.
Where does food get stuck? Most of the times it happens in the back teeth area where you can't even get to or reach.
Cats have carnivorous molars, meaning that they're not flat like our human molars.
There's a really deep groove at the back where a lot of the times food will get stuck.
This is what the pick side of the toothbrush is for. It's a little bit stiffer so that you can actually get those hard to reach deep areas and actually pick the food out.
This side is actually made out of bristles, also infused with charcoal, the pick side, so it helps prevent more bacteria.
Now there's a common myth that goes around that if your cat eats hard food that they don't need to have their teeth brushed. This is a myth, okay? If your cat is eating any sort of hard food, including dental food, the bigger kernels, there's gonna be food stuck in their back teeth.
Another myth is that if they're eating raw food, they don't need dental care because it's really healthy food.
This is completely false. It would be the same thing as saying if all we ate was chicken and broccoli that we wouldn't need to brush our teeth because that's a really healthy food to eat.
Regardless of whatever they're eating, there's always gonna get food stuck in there and bacteria will build up in your cat's mouth. In your cat's mouth, behind the two front teeth, there's a very sensitive organ called the Jacobson's organ.
The Jacobson's organ is a bundle of nerves that is completely open. Its main function is to help with smell so that your cat can essentially taste the air. The thing is when you're brushing your cat's teeth, if you hit that organ, which is essentially like a bundle of nerves, it's gonna feel like hitting your funny bone, but in your cat's mouth. They're naturally gonna pull away. So we wanna be very careful when it comes to brushing the very tiny teeth in the front.
And this means that you're only gonna wanna brush the front teeth with 1 or 2 swipes.
Most of the pet toothbrushes that you're gonna find online are gonna be very straight toothbrushes. Now, with straight toothbrushes, you're more likely to hit the Jacobson's organ, which is gonna make your cat jump backwards, which is why on our toothbrush we created this curve. The curve in this toothbrush is very intentional. It's the average length from the back tooth to clear the front teeth on cats. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't use it on a small dog like a Chihuahua. It's just that we're crazy cat ladies and we measured it specifically for cat anatomy.
A common concern is brushing the inside of your cat's teeth.
What we mean by that is the inner aspect, because in most of our videos, you're gonna see that we're brushing the outside of our cat's teeth, but not necessarily the inner aspect of the cat. Rough tongue creates a lot of friction on the inner aspect of the cat's mouth, and that's why you don't need to brush it as often. The final mistake that a lot of cat owners make when they first start learning how to brush their cat's teeth is they brush it in the wrong direction. What I mean by this is if this is your cat's mouth and it's opening, a lot of people will try and brush their cat's teeth this way. The reason that you don't want to do this is you're not getting the very back teeth, and so you actually want to make sure that you're coming in with the toothbrush from the front so that you can slip behind the cheek here.
In the next video, we will give you some tips and tricks on how to brush your cat's teeth.
If you've watched this video to the end, comment below if you learned something new because comments always help push our videos a little bit further, which means that more people will know about actually brushing their cat's teeth. Thanks everyone!